Hi, my name is Jacob Fryer, and I'm going to walk you through a little professional development workshop that is a possibility where you use PlayPosits to enhance blended learning. So, in terms of our objectives, right, we're going to describe blended learning classrooms. We're going to identify Web 2.0 tools, understand PlayPosit basics, define PlayPosit terms, and then recognize the tools with PlayPosits, create one, and then discuss the pros and cons of PlayPosits in the classroom itself. Now, in terms of blended classrooms, the biggest idea is that with blended classrooms, we see that in the school setting, in particular, right, it provides an opportunity both in terms of having students in a traditional setting where you meet with a teacher and there's lectures and activities that goes on, and then there are a couple blended learning days where students uh, who meet certain benchmarks in terms of grades and assignments are able to go to common areas in a school designated for blended classroom students who have accomplished the goals at hand. Now, with benefits, right, a lot of it is that time for students to meet with staff, right, to meet with their teachers and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with, allows for that more one-on-one uh, instruction that they don't necessarily see in traditional classrooms, right? Blended learning has potential to change students' experiences through outcomes and through learning. And that's one of the biggest benefits itself of blended learning classrooms. Now, Web 2.0 tools and blended learning kind of go hand in hand. And the biggest important aspect to think of is Web 2.0 tools really exist to create and produce and change web content, make it accessible for students. Uh, and this is all sorts of different options uh, in terms of mind maps, boards, posters, cartoons, animation creation, story writing, virtual classrooms, blogs, presentation, tests, puzzles, games, anything that students where they're able to really create content or access content in order to continue their learning or enrich their learning, or really is what Web 2.0 tools are based off of. Now, PlayPosit itself, right, according to the PlayPosit website, is our editing platform allows instructors to enrich video content with a variety of powerful interactions ranging from multiple choice questions to graded fill in the blanks. Right, so PlayPosit is a Web 2.0 tool that allows teachers to access online videos and add questions and all sorts of variety and manners, whether it's multiple choice or open-ended questions or just fill-in-the-blank questions, to access online videos and add questions during individual playback for students. Now, the first thing that might throw some people off in terms is just the actual terminology, right? And so if you see a bulb, right, a bulb is a new file for you to start and edit. And then there are also pre-made bulbs, and these are pre-made posits that you can PlayPosits that you can search through and you can look through. And obviously, if I were doing this in front of a group, right, I would be able to show you guys, and we'd walk through it and go step by step and actually take a look at some of your institutions' pre-made bulbs that have been made. Now, once you choose to make a bulb, the next thing that pops up is a video, right? And you have multiple options in terms of video sources. One of the most popular ones, obviously, being YouTube, but there are also several different avenues for you to insert the URL for your video and bring it into the actual PlayPosit itself. Once you do that, you have interactions, right? And interactions are where you create the questions. This is where you have an opportunity to pause the video and have students answer questions or create a discussion post, or you can just pause it itself and kind of force them to think through the actual PlayPosit. So this is the point in the professional development where I allow the people in the activity in the room to create PlayPosits and actually just go ahead and have some fun with it and get some real world experience with it and kind of trying to create something relevant for the classroom and get that out of the professional development. Uh, Generally, this would be ideally, obviously, depending on time, about a half hour. If the participants, want more guidance, I suggest that they come to the front of the room and we can work together and kind of explore PlayPosits and their ideas and their questions together. If they're very confident, they can kind of move closer to the back of the room and either create a PlayPosit or maybe finish editing one that they've started in the past. And then, obviously, if they're somewhere in between, right? They sit towards the middle in case they do eventually have questions. And then I finished this with a think, pair, share, right? So take 10 minutes, think about potential pros and cons of PlayPosits in both traditional settings and blended learning classrooms. And then I just kind of want people to discuss with those around them. Now, ultimately, uh, as education continues to change with technology, hopefully you start to consider blending learning classrooms and PlayPosits. And that's the message I would give to my participants. Right in here, I have my references. And as I was going through this PlayPosit, I'd make this document accessible to all those people. It's also going to be accessible with the YouTube video itself. Otherwise, that's all I have. Thank you very much.